Okay, with Chicago clear, it is now time for Area 51 infiltration, and that means we need to talk about patrolling enemies. When the opening cutscene begins, we know where all of the enemies are. They always start in exactly the same spot. However, as soon as that cutscene begins, patrolling enemies start moving, and that creates randomness. Now, patrol paths are fairly predictable. There's some oddities here and there, but we generally know where enemies are headed. But we don't know when they're going to get there, because patrol speeds are random. At any point, a patrolling enemy can stop and do one of their idle animations. If they do a lot of those, they'll move very slowly. If they do very few, they can patrol much faster, and we just don't know. But the longer a mission goes on, the less sure we can be of where any enemy is at in their patrol route. So typically, our plan is to skip the cutscene immediately, so that way at least we know where they are at the beginning. However, not in this mission. So if you skip this cutscene immediately, this enemy's staring you in the face. They all aggro, it causes all kinds of chaos. That's not helpful. So we're actually going to wait a little bit here. Watch this enemy in the cutscene, wait till he moves past your spawn point, and then we'll skip the cutscene.
This is your entry point. A deserted helipad on the
That
edge
should
of the
be
base.
good. So go, smack him in the back. And now, similar to Chicago Stealth, when you knock out that guy, somehow these other two just know they will aggro after a short delay. So we want to get to them quickly. One of them will go and run over to turn on this turret. And we can usually kill them both before they cause any problems. Do loot them. You at least want that grenade. Grenades are useful. We'll step over here and kill an enemy in this corridor. Pretty easy. And then we'll take out the auto turret. And this is our third grenade as well. We're going to need those. Now, sometimes you'll see an enemy right about here. He won't attack right away. He'll run away down the ramp and then come back with two more friends. So if you do see that, you might want to hang back and wait till they get back here and fight them in this alleyway. You won't usually see them though, so it's usually not a problem, but just something to keep in mind. Don't let it catch you off guard. You can always get an angle on the auto turrets. And now we're going to hug this back wall. We don't want to aggro those guys in the pillbox. Now, we could crouch down here and shoot one of them and then lure the other one down. So you could crouch right here, spam a bunch of shots at that guy to kill him, and then hopefully the other one will come down the ladder and we can fight him as well. That's the fallback if this grenade strat doesn't work. So you want to crouch down here, behind the wall, move up slowly, stay crouched, hug the wall. This way we can get up close to them without them seeing us. Once we get to about here, we're going to move up. We just barely can't see that spire. And we're going to toss a grenade at the red light. This should kill the guys in the pillbox. However, there are some glitches that can happen with grenades in this mission. Okay, that second explosion is the sound of the panel behind them blowing up. That means we got it. Sometimes grenades will glitch through the ground in this mission, so you might not get them on your first try there. It's even theoretically possible that all 3 grenades will glitch through and you won't get them at all, and then you'll need to fall back, where you shoot them with bullets from the back wall. But that should be extremely rare. With 3 tries, at least one of your grenades should work. Okay, here's the patroller I was talking about. He's the one who might show up over there. He doesn't fight us, he runs down there and then comes back with 2 more friends, but we can just kill him here, no problem. And now we're gonna go through this minefield. This is a minefield, but there's an easy route through. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention. When you're fighting this guy, when you move up here, don't go over to this wall. If you fire bullets from here, the enemies on that side of the wall can hear you and aggro, and that causes problems. So you want to come over, use this wall for cover when you're firing down this ramp. Okay, moving on to the minefield. Easy path through the minefield. Get in, hug the wall, up the ramp, down the ramp, at the bottom of the ramp, cut across diagonally to the corner of the helipad, straight across diagonally, pick up the rocket launcher along your way, and you're clear. Right now we're waiting for patrollers. There's the first one. I could go out and knock him in the back now, but I don't want to because I'm not sure where the second one is. There are 2 guys here, and again, patrol speeds are random. There's a chance that the second one is far away. There's also a chance that he's right behind this first guy and he'll shoot me in the back if I go out now. So we're gonna wait. It looks like I would have been safe to knock him out there, but I didn't know that. Couldn't have known that. So we're gonna wait until we have eyes on both patrollers before we move out. I hear the second one coming along. And then there should be no way that the first one's already come full circle, so we should be safe here. And knock him out, and then get back to cover. The stealth kills here are not just safe, they also guarantee a grenade drop. And now we're just waiting for the first one to come around again. We'll get another grenade that way. And again, grenades are valuable. And we want as many as we can get because sometimes they might phase through the ground. We might need more than we expect. Okay, head over to this corner. We got the auto turrets. This one as well. Okay, now for this guy. We're going to go up and knock him out in the back. But we do not want to kill this guy. We need to be unconscious so we can get his key card. But we cannot kill him. We need this guy to help us out in the next mission. He will allow us to get the Phoenix, which makes the next mission much easier. However, I also need to destroy this thing. It's a mission objective, and this thing will attack me later. So what I'm going to do is put 8 bullets into it from the Falcon 2. Exactly 8, no more. This way, the thing is now one shot. A single shot will destroy this, but it doesn't blow up now, which is good because the explosion would kill this guy. So now this thing is going to be easy to destroy later when it's away from his body, so this guy should live, and that thing will not be a threat. With the leaf key card, we're going to open up the elevator, fall back here for some cover. There are going to be 2 enemies with the dragons in here, and I want the dragons. Good. Okay, if you're quick, then you can stop the elevator from going down. If not, then you just have to wait for it to come back up again. No problem. Now I just want to pick up 1 dragon, not both. Save the other one for later. Good. I'm going to toss the dragon up here. Some enemies will spawn when we go do the objective soon. I want this to be over in this corner here. That will kill one of the enemies that spawns. I get in here and close the door behind me. And now these little gray things on the walls, these are laser grids. They will activate later. So what I'm going to do to stop that so they don't get in the way, I'm going to drop a grenade underneath this middle one. Then I'm going to run over to this corner where far away from the explosion. I'm going to kind of look away here because if you look towards the explosion, then that can cause one of the enemies above not to spawn on time, which just kind of is annoying. I'm going to stare at the corner for a bit and head back. The dragon exploded up above, killing one enemy. The other enemy comes down here, we kill him. Sorry about the loud beeping. Let's put a stop to that. Grab the dragon on your way out. Do not grab the other dragon up above. If it's in the way, which it kind of is, I'm actually just gonna go a long way around. Each dragon is good for a proxy mine, and that's very valuable. I'm gonna actually knock this way a little bit. I don't pick it up too soon. Head back across the minefield, same way we got through before. And now we're going to proceed down here. So this opening can be kind of tricky. There's an auto turret on the left up ahead that can shoot us if we try and go forward. And there are 2 enemies on either side flanking. No, 1 enemy on that side and 1 enemy on that side, and another one that will spawn soon afterward. So what we're going to do is toss out a rocket launcher, toss out a grenade into the middle of the opening. And then strafe back. Our grenade didn't phase through the floor, that's good. That should kill the first 2 at least, and then we're going to get to cover quickly back here, where we can easily fight the 3rd one. Good. Okay, with that down, we're going to wait here for a little bit. There are 2 patrolling enemies up in the area up ahead. There's a chance that one of them, or even both, was in a position to see that explosion go off, in which case they might be aggroed. But I don't see them coming. Looks like we're clear. Okay, so once we're sure we're clear, we're going to drop the dragon here. 2 enemies will spawn here later, and I want the dragon to take them out. But I also want a dragon for the area up ahead, and I'm going to go back for the other one that I left behind. Here we are. And again, so you want to make sure you put down the dragon after you're done clearing out the enemy, because the place where you put the dragon over here, we usually use this spot for cover, and you don't want to get blown up by your own dragon. So we can't go back there now. Alright, so we're going to inch up here and take out the auto turret. Watch for enemies patrolling around this corner. One of them should be showing up soon. Yeah, there are 2 patrollers that will come through here. If we're lucky, we can kill one of them here and then kill one of them over there. But it won't always work out quite that easily, and that's okay. There's one. Okay, one down. Where's the other? If Lucky he's over here. Oh, we're lucky. Cool. Okay, that should aggro the other two enemies that hang out in that corner on the left. It looks like they're both stuck here. That's fine with me. If this happens and they're kind of stuck up against this thing, yep, you can just toss an extra grenade if you have one. If not, then you can kind of inch out to the right and lure them out. Easy enough. Okay. The backup strat there, if this enemy over here is actually on that side instead, and so you fight him here, then it will not aggro those two. So the backup strat is to dart out here and dart back, and kind of just repeat that for a bit. There's a narrow angle out here where the enemies in the corner can see you. However, there's also a narrow angle here where the auto turret can hit you, so you don't want to stand out there. You just want to dart in, dart out until you can lure out the enemies. Once those two are dead, you can move up to here, let the autogun reset, dart over to here, let the autogun reset. More interceptors to kill. Dart up, I'll let the autogun reset, dart up, let it reset. And then we can kill it from here. Okay, and now we have 2 interceptors to destroy. Interceptor, interceptor. And that's upper back, we don't need to worry about that one. Okay, when we attach the comms rider to this thing for the objective, 4 enemies are going to spawn from here. And this is where the dragon's going to come in handy. We're going to drop it right by this pillar. And that's our fallback. If we do really well, then we won't need it, but it could save our life. So we want to attach the comms rider, and we're going to crouch down. The first enemy comes out kind of ahead of the other 3. So you want to shoot him very fast. Don't let him trigger the dragon, because if we do, it'll only kill him. Alright, did we get them all? I think that got them all. Excellent. The other 3 are more groups, so the dragon might get multiple or even all of them. Alright, moving ahead. Now that interceptor that we put 8 bullets in before should be flying around there. There it is. It goes down easy when it's only 1 shot, but it can shoot at you, so be careful. When we move up through here, we should see 2 enemies come from the left, but they always kind of go to the same spot here, so they're not too hard to hit. And there are another 2 enemies that spawned, but they're already dead to our dragon that we left behind. Alright, with that done, now we're heading towards the end of the mission. Back across the minefield, through the elevator. We're going to pick up the dragon that we left behind here. Crouch behind a crate. We do not want to be seen right away when the door is open. So I'm going to stay here until the door opens. When the door finishes opening, I'm going to wait another 2 seconds. And I'm going to pop out and try and kill one of them. And fall back. I want to wait 2 seconds so that the door is ready to close. I don't want to have any time for those enemies to take a shot at me or get into the elevator with me. Okay, now we let the door open over here, and now we're just going to sit under it for a little bit. Just hold the door. There are 3 more enemies. There are 4 total. I killed 1. There's still 3 left. They're going to all be aggroed, and I want to buy some time for them to group up at the door so I can take them out with a single explosion. That should be long enough. So they should all be grouped up down here. I'm going to toss the dragon up against the wall. Stay far enough back from the explosion that it doesn't hit me. And there they go. 3 down. I'm going to take out the dragon and snipe an enemy over here. The dragon is truly a great assault rifle. It's pretty accurate. It reloads very quickly. Shoots fast enough. And the proxy mine mode is pretty fantastic. Toss one up here after we've sniped these enemies. This one always drops prone for whatever reason. That dragon we toss up will kill the 2 enemies that spawn when we run up here. And we are almost done. Now for the very careful trigger finger part. We're going to unload on these 2 out here when the door opens. Take them out and toss the dragon against this wall. Next we're going to move up. Fire a rocket against this back wall where the enemies spawn. Takes them out. Switch to your dragon. Pick up this guy around the corner. And now we're done. Next mission.